Hello, my name is Sydney Robinson, and today I will be presenting on broadband and home networks. The World Wide Web was developed by Tim Berners in 1989. The web was originally created and developed to meet the demand for automatic information sharing between scientists and universities and institutes around the world. The internet allows people across the globe to send information such as photos, music, videos, phone calls, and any other type of media and data. So, what is broadband? The term broadband is used to describe high speed internet. High speed internet can vary from country to country based on the megabytes per second. Our text states that the Federal Communication Commission considers broadband speeds in the United States that are greater than or equal to 4 megabytes per second to download and 1 megabytes per second to upload. We are ranked number 31 internationally with an average download speed of 12.75 megabytes per second, while South Korea is at the top of the international list of 32.58 megabytes per second download speeds. So, what are the differences in megabytes per second? Low usage users usually only have one user and they surf the web and send emails. Browsing and light use, which is 3 to 6 megabytes per second, are users who have minimal video and music streaming and they can browse comfortably. Gaming and higher use with 6 to 10 megabytes per second are users who game across the city or country. Users can participate in real time interactions, and there are multiple users in one home. And multi device high usage, which require 15 megabytes per second plus, are users that have more than one device in the household with no delays or interruptions. There are different types of broadband technologies. There is DSL, which is digital subscriber line, fiber to the node, fiber to the home, cable modem, satellite, wireless, and broadband over power line. DSL or digital subscriber line provides technology that supplies broadband internet access over regular telephone lines, with service being provided by various local carriers nationwide. There are several types of DSL available, like ADSL, which is asymmetrical digital subscriber line. Asymmetrical refers to the fact that download speeds are faster than upload speeds. This usage of DSL is where the customer has a modem that connects to the phone jack. The data moves over the telephone network to the central office. The second type of DSL is DSL AM, which stands for Access Multiplexer System. With this DSL connection, the central office is not shared. Users that have this type of DSL connection are not affected by other users. Users who have the DSL connection usually pay $29.95 a month for speeds up to 3 megabytes per second to download. Fiber to the node. Fiber to the node is a hybrid version of DSL and can also be known as very high bitrate DSL. Service providers such as Verizon Fios and AT&T's UVerse are examples of this type of broadband connection. These connections offer speeds up to 50 megabytes per second download and 20 megabytes per second upload. Using this system requires fiber optic cables that run from the central office to a node in an individual neighborhood. The neighborhood node is a junction box that contains a VDSL gateway that converts to the digital signal on the fiber optic network to a signal that is carried on ordinary copper wires to the residents. The next type of broadband connection is fiber to the home. Fiber to the home are fiber optic networks that are connected directly to the household. This connection has the advantage of being extremely fast, up to speeds of 1 gigabyte per second. The optic based systems can deliver a multitude of digital information such as telephone, video, and data. More than 10 million homes worldwide have fiber to the home broadband connection. This technology has become more affordable as businesses around the world have seen the consumer demand. Fiber to the home connections allow consumers to bundle their communication services, making it more cost effective versus separate services, which goes into cable modems. Cable television providers can also offer internet services. Some examples of these companies are Cox Cable and Verizon. Statistics show that 17% of the United States households have internet connection through cable providers. More cable and internet providers are moving towards fiber to the home connections. The prices for cable broadband service is lower when it is bundled with other services. Cable internet provides fast speeds and reasonable rates, however, it still faces issues. Using this type of service depends on the location and the number of users in an area. For instance, living in an apartment complex, the system can oftentimes have slow connectivity due to many users using multiple devices in one area. The next type of broadband technology is satellite. People who are not able to access DSL have the option of using satellite connection. Some examples of this service are HughesNet and WildBlue. In order to obtain the internet connectivity, the modem is connected to a small satellite dish that communicates with the service provider's satellite. Satellite internet relies on three components for connectivity: geostationary orbit, a number of ground stations known as gateways, and an antenna dish with a transceiver provided by the service provider. The highest speed service offered by satellite is 15 megabytes per second to download and 2 megabytes per second to upload for a price of $129.99 a month. The next broadband technology is wireless. With this service, there are two types of wireless broadband. There is mobile and fixed. Mobile broadbands come in generations. There is 2G, 3G, and 4G broadbands. Second generation uses the enhanced data GSM environment, also known as Edge data, known as Edge protocol. Third generation uses evolution data optimized, also known as EVDO. And the fourth generation, or 4G, uses long-term evolution, also known as LTE. Wireless networks use Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi provides a short range of wireless internet access to laptops, cell phones, and tablets. Wi-Fi hotspots such as restaurants, coffee shops, and internets are public and private locations. Another type of fixed broadband connection is WiMAX, which stands for Worldwide Interoperability for Microwave Access. WiMAX has the ability to provide internet access up to 30 miles for fixed stations and 3 to 10 miles for mobile stations. BPL, which is the last broadband technology, stands for Broadband over Powerline. This form of connectivity was expected to be the new future for internet connection. This form of connectivity is provided through power lines that are connected to each home. It was thought to be convenient and easy to understand. In order to obtain the internet connectivity, the modem would be plugged into an electrical outlet in the user's home. However, BPL lost its luster due to frequent interference from radio stations and other frequencies, and also other broadband services that provide an easier and faster connection. The next section we will go to are home networks. Computer networking at one time was only found in large organizations such as corporations, government offices, and schools. This type of connectivity requires an Ethernet connection. Along with an Ethernet, a server, a hub, a router, and also someone who has computer networking expertise were required to obtain connection. This method became very expensive. Home network's greatest start came when broadband and internet access multiple